It was the first day at Redwood High for Alina, a quiet girl with wide, watchful eyes and hair that shimmered like a raven's wings under sunlight. She didn't wear flashy clothes, didn't talk much, and didn't carry herself with the confidence some expected in high school. But what they didn't know was that behind those calm eyes and that meek smile, lay years of silent training, pain, and purpose. Her backpack, worn out, patched at the sides, hung low on her back as she walked into the school hallway, her fingers clutching the strap like a lifeline. She moved carefully, like a shadow trying not to be seen, trying not to be noticed. But Redwood High didn't allow shadows to stay hidden for long. The hall was buzzing with students. Loud laughter, slaps on lockers, sneaker squeaks, everything that overwhelmed someone who just wanted peace. As Alina passed near the lockers on the right, she felt it. The sudden silence, the narrowing eyes, and then the sharp sound of a foot colliding with her backpack. She stumbled forward, books tumbling out as her knees scraped the floor. Gasps rang out. Some laughed. Others turned away, not wanting to be involved. Alina stayed frozen for a second, her heart thundering in her ears. 3 boys stood behind her. Jack, the ringleader, tall with a cruel smirk and a varsity jacket he didn't deserve. Beside him, Tony, shorter, sneering, and always one step behind trouble. And then there was Max, silent, unsure, but always following the pack. Jack stepped forward, nudging her bag with his foot again like it was garbage. "What's in this, bricks?" he jeered. "Did your broke self drag it from the 90s? Alina stood slowly, brushing off her scraped palms. She didn't say a word. Her silence seemed to anger him even more. "Too good to talk, huh?" Jack mocked, and with a swift kick, sent her backpack flying again, slamming against a locker. A few students chuckled. One girl muttered, "Just ignore them, girl," but didn't offer help. The teacher at the far end turned a blind eye. Typical. She walked slowly to retrieve her backpack. Something shifted inside her, not rage, not pain, but something deeper. That silent part of her, the one her father trained after her mother's death. She had promised herself she'd never use it again. But maybe today was different. She dusted off her bag and stood straighter. Not fully. Just enough. Jack wasn't finished. "Let me help you carry it." "Oh wait, you don't need help," he said, grabbing at her strap. She yanked it back instinctively, her eyes locking with his. He froze for a beat, surprised by the fire in them. "You don't want to do that," she said, her voice low but steady. Jack laughed. "Or what? You'll cry." Wrong move. He reached for her again, and in one fluid motion, she stepped back, pivoted, and landed a swift kick straight to his chest. It wasn't a wild kick. It was precise. Controlled. Jack staggered back, slamming into a locker with a hollow bang. Everyone stopped. Even Tony's mouth fell open. Jack gasped, holding his chest, stunned. "What the?" Alina didn't wait. She grabbed her backpack, slung it on her shoulder, and walked past them. The crowd parted like the Red Sea. Whispers followed. "Did you see that?" She kicked him like in a movie. "What just happened?" Max, the quiet one, looked at her as she passed. Something in his eyes, respect, maybe regret. Tony, still frozen, helped Jack to his feet. "Dude, she kicked you into the locker, bro." Jack's face burned red with fury. "She's dead." Alina didn't turn around. But she heard it. And she knew. This wasn't over. Not yet. That night, at home, she looked at herself in the mirror. Her father's photo sat on the dresser beside her bed. "I didn't want to use what you taught me, Dad," she whispered, "but maybe it's time." The next day, the school buzzed. Everyone was talking about the backpack kick. She didn't want the attention, but it found her. In the cafeteria, students gave her space. Some even smiled. One girl came up to her and said, "Hey, that was awesome." "He's a jerk." He had it coming. Alina simply nodded. But the storm was brewing. Jack wasn't going to take the humiliation. Not when the entire school was whispering about how he got floored by some girl. His ego couldn't handle it. He plotted with Tony and Max, though Max looked less enthusiastic now. "We'll get her when no one's around," Jack growled. "Make her regret it." They found her again 3 days later, near the gym after school. The hallway was empty. Silent. Alina walked with purpose, but not fear. She sensed them before they even made a sound. Jack stepped in front of her. "Round 2, Karate Kid," he sneered. She sighed. "I don't want to hurt you again. You got lucky last time." "I don't believe in luck." With a yell, Tony lunged. She sidestepped, grabbed his wrist, twisted, and shoved him into a wall. He groaned as he slumped to the floor. Max didn't move. Jack came at her with a wild punch. She ducked, swept his legs, and he crashed to the floor with a thud. He tried to get up. She didn't let him. One more kick, this time to the side, and he slammed into the same locker again, this time denting it. He wheezed, stunned beyond words. Alina stood tall. "You done?" Jack nodded, holding his side. Max stepped forward. "I'm sorry. I shouldn't have let it happen." She looked at him. "Then stop letting it." She walked away. From that day, no one messed with her. Not because they feared her, but because they respected her. The quiet girl had become the legend of Redwood High. She wasn't looking for fame. She just wanted peace. But sometimes, to get peace, you have to fight for it.